Hey everybody, Shane here, daily-astrocat.com, and today is Tuesday. It is the 10th of March, so let's go. The moon is in Sagittarius all day long. We got some astrology for you, right? The creative, artistic, and loving side of Venus gets a bit of transformative help from Pluto in Aquarius. Perhaps, right? Get some passion going on, get some artistic flair going on, some things like that. Maybe it can transform this Mercury retrograde cavalcade of mishaps into something useful. Sagittarius can definitely demonstrate a bit of some fickleness, and that is feeding into our Pisces season. That's right. People just can't seem to make up their minds. It's really tough. So personally, we could all use a creative boost today. I think that we will feel like hitting the road again, and hopefully it gets us somewhere unlike yesterday. But we just don't know. I have a headache just thinking about it. But then again, it's probably a dehydration headache, so we'll see. The moon squares Mercury late, and Jupiter is direct at 11:30 p.m. We're going to deal with that tomorrow, because here on the East Coast, we're not going to really have that much time to process that, because you should be getting in bed, right? Okay, so, and today's keyword is undecided, so not decided yet. The color is turquoise, just plain old turquoise. Let's go. And the Pisces season is beginning to require us to step back a bit and take in the whole picture. Why? Well, because we've got to be a little bit circumspect about this. We can't get too drawn into things emotionally. We've got to put ourselves above it and keep our vibration high, and then we can go forward and see what it is we're going to have to piece together. Just remember, everything that fails is going to fail for some reason. Everything that doesn't go quite the way you want it to doesn't go quite that way, also for a similar reason. And as Mercury turns direct on the 20th, Mercury will be coming back to these places where these things were happening, so that we have a chance to correct and reset and keep ourselves going in a positive direction, which is what we want to be going in. Now, with that in mind, where does your art fit into your plan overall? And how can you maximize your income potential? Can you do it through that? Can you do it through your creativity, through, say, like a business idea or something like that? That might be something to do, right? Now, do you have a long-range plan for that? And do you have an exit strategy? All of these questions depend on many factors. So, if you ask yourself those questions, your answers may surprise you. Oh, how does this make you feel? Because Mercury is going to be square the moon, so we're not going to be thinking too much about it. But feeling? Oh, yeah, we're going to be feeling. But we have to be careful, because we want to separate that emotion from what it is that we're feeling. So, with that being said, let's go. Look, the moon in Sagittarius loves to learn something new. It's just the way it is, right? If something's not working out, don't sweat it. This is just part of your learning process. Okay, if you look at it that way, then it doesn't feel quite so bad, right? You don't feel quite so, oh, poor me. Yeah, no, you don't want to get to that poor me stage. You want to just be able to think about it and say, like, look, I'm going to learn from this, and then I'll be able to go forward and actually just make an impact, and make it, make your mark. Do what you got to do. Now, keep dreaming, keep creating, and keep trying. Now, by the end of tomorrow, you're going to need, you should have a clear idea of just how to assess the last couple of days. Because if they've been jumbled, if they felt kind of like, I've been wanting to do some things, or I should have been able to do, not necessarily. We're being tested constantly, and by keeping on trying and striving and doing the things that we're doing, and trying to refine communication or ideas, or just, whatever it is that you shouldn't be making any big purchases, but, whatever you're doing, you need to really look into it and make sure that we are lining up with the retrograde kind of nicely, right? And that will give us an idea of how we can assess this. Now, if the moon doesn't see Jupiter, is it really direct? This is referring to an inconjunct. The inability to feel exactly what is going on with Jupiter is going to really be disorienting. They're at that quincunx, right? You can't really see it. A Jupiterian energy. So, in our minds, we know we're moving forward and that we know we should be moving forward. But the reality is that there are little retrograde foibles that are getting in our way. Commit to growth and expanding your knowledge. Remember, always be learning. So, in 1975, the Rocky Horror Picture Show opens at the Belasco Theater in New York and runs for 45 performances, 1975. And our birth is Alfred Piet. He's a Dutch-American entrepreneur and founder of Piet's Coffee and Tea Company. Born in Alkmaar, Netherlands, and he died in 2007. That's all I have for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate and love every single one of you. Our color is turquoise, and the keyword is undecided. Thank you for listening. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate it. Today's a 3. Happy astrocatting.